Yeah, just it seemed like for a good portion of the game, you guys executed reasonably well on offense and got good shots. It's just as simple as not making them today.
Offensively, yes, we didn't make enough shots.
And 10 players saw the floor tonight. That's not really something that you typically do. Is that because of the lack of shots that were being made, or is there anything more to that?
No, I mean, it was not really. Just kind of what we thought. I mean, a couple of them were for, a minute. So that was situational. I know both of those were at the end of a quarter, trying to just get to the quarter.
That first half, I mean, only 2 field goals that weren't three-point shots. Were you just liking how many threes you were taking? I mean, you were making them, but
Yeah, that's all they gave us. I mean, they stood in the paint, played zone, and that was the only shot you could get. So, I mean, would I rather shot more twos? Yes. But, I mean, you can't if they don't, if they're just going to stand in there.
Coach, in that third quarter, Boise State really started picking things up heading into the fourth. Is there something that you said heading into the fourth to your team to kind of come out with a spark? But
I mean, no, we just got to keep playing, and it wasn't. They made some shots, and it looked. If you just think back for the last 3 or 4 years, when you're shooting a bunch of threes and making a bunch of threes like they were, kind of like the way we have been in the past, 9, 12-0 runs really aren't that big a deal. You know what I'm saying? It's a minute and a half. So it kind of seemed like that. I never thought that anything was getting away from us. I thought we were fine. And, we got it to 5 or 6, and we get it in the middle to Paula and miss a layup. Nia Wilson gets a steal, misses a breakaway layup. I thought Anaya Augman was really good. One time down is either 4 or 6. She drives at baseline, and she had made a bunch and missed that one. And it was just, and then the problem with some of that is when it goes back on the other end, and then they hit a 3 in transition, and that is really deflating. But I mean, it's part of it.
Defensively, what did you think? Did you like the way you got? I mean, overall execution.
Yeah, I'm gonna, and we just talked about it in the locker room. Like I want to see it. I can't just recall every single thing in my head, and I want to see. I'm not worried about the threes they made behind the ball screen, okay, as a practice second. I'm not mad about those. I'm mad about the 5 when they went 5 out of 6 in transition. We don't give those up. We have been really good in defensive transition, and those are the ones that I got to see. Because if you eliminate those, then the 5 that they made behind the ball screen aren't that big a deal. Does that make sense? Yep. So, it seemed like they made a ton, but they shot about 30% or less on threes in the half court. It was the ones they hit in transition that's what's bothering me right now, and what's making me want to go watch it right now.
The glass, you guys were right with them on the glass, it seemed. I mean, a lot of people were grabbing rebounds, and that wasn't the issue.
No, I mean, we competed on the boards. It wasn't, we competed on the boards. That didn't beat us for sure.
thank you.
Yep, thanks.
What was Jalen Bates today?
Sick.